actually PC my 88 till I NEC.
You're 88 till you see PC. Where did my camera go? I'm gone for some reason.
Bye, Frank.
No,
I don't know. Wait, there we go. Welcome to Super RPG Friends. I'm slightly laggy, but not as laggy as last week, Frank. And this is Super RPG Friends. It's good to see each and every one of you. Welcome to episode 2 of Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake. I am going to be so fucking tired of typing that by the end of this series. Let me tell you, every hashtag, every reference, all of it, I'll be sick of it. But I am glad to have all of you guys here, and I am joined by my lovely, beautiful, handsome co-hosts and the lumberjack himself, the maternal Madular. I don't know why it's maternal. Maternal Madular. Mommy Madge. Mommy Madge.
Madular's
Yeah,
big
Mildular's. Yeah. Oh, it's good to see everybody tonight. How are all you boys doing? Thanks for hanging out.
Worse now, but good, thanks.
I'm just glad our lumberjack friend logged in.
Oh, God.
Excellent.
We're
He
in
can't
for
help
it.
himself.
Yeah, wait, Chet.
Excellent.
Yeah, Chet, do you mean excellent?
Excellent.
Oh, very
Anyway, we're going to end the show the way we usually do with a 3, 2, 1, fuzzy pickles.
Joey flipping the fuck out.
Big shout outs to everybody in chat. I see there's a ton of everybody here already hyped about it.
John, flash that drink.
Sorry, Harrison. I don't know why it didn't give you your thing. I just updated that. I don't know. We're going to see. It shouldn't be doing that. But you did level
max
up.
level, that's why.
Harrison did level up. Maybe that's it. Maybe Harrison's literally just too powerful.
Too powerful.
Joey, how you doing today, buddy? Tell us a little bit about your day.
Well, I'm a little bit better since the depths of the bird flu, but I'm still fucking dying. And
we get a caw in chat for bird flu.
And so I will say that what a lot of people don't tell you about bird flu is that you do actually grow a cloaca, because I shit my pants for the first time in 30 years. And you know, I said it before and I'll say it again. I said it on Blue Sky. I skeeted it on Blue Sky. But you know, I didn't gamble on a fart. It just came out. And I woke up and there was shit all over my pants and it seeped through my sheets and I couldn't wash my sheets and I don't have extra sheets. So I had to sleep on the couch after taking a shower, feeling like I cried in the shower.
Oh no.
The realest intro of Super RPG Friends ever. I cried in the shower.
It was bad, man. So yeah, basically
brag about it, tree.
Right. Your whole body becomes your GI tract becomes a cloaca, and I don't recommend it. I don't
Talk to Pixel about it, bro.
I mean, Joey, you do know that diarrhea is genetic, right? It runs in your genes.
There it is. Okay.
There it is. All right.
So, Chet, how are you doing, my friend? How are you doing today?
I'm great. I am still on a 30+ year haven't shit myself streak, so riding that high.
And your wrestling event, the combination of two of them, you are riding a high right now.
Oh my gosh. But between attending the Royal Rumble and finishing the last draft of my novel, Chet Manley is up there.
I feel like your uncle. I called it your wrestling event. Oh, Chet had a good time. He went to his wrestling event. You know, he loves them there, wrestling programs.
Did you enjoy your wrestling show?
Your wrestling show.
Your stories.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. John, baby, how you doing?
I'm working through brain zaps, apparently, is what I've been diagnosed with. I came off an antidepressant, and apparently it causes weird little electrical pulses in the brain, and it throws things off a little bit.
That's modern medicine, folks. Modern medicine. Brain zaps. You love to hear it. Or do we? We'll see. We're glad to hear that you're taking care of yourself, John, and that you're feeling a little bit better today. I know you were feeling a little bit rough the past 2 days, so we're happy to have you here with us. Now, Modular, number one, how are you doing today? And number two, could you tell us a little bit about your relationship with the Dragon Quest series, and by extension, about specifically your experience with Dragon Quest 3, if you have any?
Yeah, sure. I'm in light of the fact that I'm not suffering from withdrawal-induced brain zaps or bird flu-induced diarrhea. I
feels
guess I'm
good.
doing pretty good.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. I didn't actually realize how good I was until about 90 seconds ago. So
Didn't realize how
thanks,
good I
guys.
had it.
As for my my experience with Dragon Quest, it's pretty limited. I played one of my earlier memories of playing video games was playing Dragon Warrior on my friend's
Fuck yeah.
NES back in the day. And I remember desperately trying to say no to the person telling me I needed to go on a quest, and I think she kept saying "but thou must" over and over
But that
again.
must. Yeah.
Dost thou love me? But thou
You know, if you say no over 100 times, the princess comes out nude.
Yo,
That's what I heard.
Oh,
I
That's what
believe
I
that
heard.
without question. Without
You
question.
give up on 99, you'll never see it.
So I've never been like a Dragon Quest aficionado by any means, but I remember the aesthetics of the game really kind of sticking with me. I always thought the kind of like Western versions of Japanese RPG art was really cool, and then I played. Oh, see, this is how much of a fan I am. I played to nearly completion a Dragon Quest game over the past couple of years because I was really in the mood for an Akira Toriyama good time, and somehow I ended up bouncing off of it like 80 hours into this game, which rarely happens with me.
Ooh.
Oh,
Usually
wow.
I just
11?
commit. Yeah, it was 11. It was 11. Yeah, which is like that's the latest, right? That's the
Yeah.
yeah. And I really enjoyed it and had a great time. I played a couple of them on the DS back in the day. Again, I think they were remakes of some older games, but which ones they were, I don't remember. So yeah, I don't know. Kind of just all over the place. No experience in particular with 3. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. Basically nothing, and all of that was just filibustering for no particular
I
reason.
can't believe that you edged yourself that hard with Dragon Quest 11. That's
Well,
so funny.
okay, hold on. Let me actually put an asterisk on that. An asterisk, not an asterisk. Asterisk and obelisk.
That's
asterisk on
Love that series. What's up, Six?
I actually fully intended to beat it, and I was really enjoying it, like more than I thought I would. Because I play RPGs a lot for like work, so for them to like go and play another 80-hour game afterwards, but I was like fully into it, and then by happenstance, I had an opportunity to like sell my PlayStation 4 for a really good price and get a PS5 instead. So I was like, oh, it's great. It's like a perfect switcheroo. But I never ended up being able to transfer my saves from the game to the new system.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because I didn't engage the cloud saving thing with PS4. So I'm like, I do really want to get to the end of this, but at the same time, I don't want to replay this entire game right now. Maybe I'll get to it another time. So
Yeah,
it was
that
just
sucks.
bad set of circumstances, but
Oof.
great game, very cool. I was playing like the definitive version of it. So
Yeah, that's the one I streamed that, and that was the longest game I've ever streamed because I got the plat on it, and it was like probably stream hours like 90 something hours on stream, and I had already 100% it before the original release. So like I don't know, I think it was slower because I was also like playing out the dialogue and stuff. I'm getting distracted by chat as we are wont to do. But yeah, that was definitely the longest game I've ever streamed. I don't know how good of a stream game DQ11 was, but I was giggling at a lot. The music though, oh my god, man!
Come on, you loved it.
Oh, bro, like I mean, I played all the Dragon Quest, but like Jesus Christ, like you don't really know how bad Sugiyama's music is until you have to stream 11 Dragon Quest games in a row, and
But
and your
it's not
chat
the
dies.
MIDI version though. It's like the superior
True.
orchestral version. So
Mm.
you know,
You
could be
can
worse.
switch to the MIDI if you really are feeling fucking absolutely
Uh,
masochistic.
Feeling really nasty.
I'm not.
Yeah, just before we pop into the game, I just want to show you guys. I threw together a little. I was thinking today, you know how goddamn cute some of those fucking designs are for Dragon Quest. Some of the monster designs, you almost feel
Mhm.
bad for it. Let me pop
Mhm.
that up on stream.
Ham
real quick.
Shamwich is still one
Or
of the greatest
That's good. That
multi-layered.
one's good. That one is good.
Just could talk about it for hours.
Oh, fuck. There's one with one of the mushroom ones is really good too. Cause it's like, oh, it's Fungool. That one's
there we
insane,
go.
dude. That got through the censors.
If you check the stream, I made a fucking. I was thinking. I saw the image today, and I was like, you know what? I'm fucking feeling me when I have to kill those cute ass Dragon Quest monsters. The like crying with the gun. I was like, that's perfect. That's beautiful.
If you haven't seen New Jack City, where that's from, that movie fucking rips.
I know. I actually haven't seen that movie. That it reminded me today. I was like, "Fuck, you gotta watch that, Frank." So it inadvertently made me one step closer to actually going out and watching this. So let's get this bad boy started.
I'll defend some Sugiyama tracks, but like just like as a whole, God no.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is that like Onyx says, the way that song begins, it's a lot of people don't know this, but it goes, "I'm fucking my dad," and that's the song lyric.
That is how it goes. Frankie Buns, let's go. All right, so we do have to go back to the PPP for a very important thing and make sure we get modular in the greater Super RPG Friends party. But thankfully, we have a Chimera wing, so that'll be easy.
Oh, you're putting Majin?
Yeah. I figure it'd be good to at least give everyone who's been on the show. They gave us unlimited spots. We might as well.
Yeah. It's probably limited to, but it's like gotta be so
I doubt.
high
Yeah, we won't hit it.
How do you guys like the HD 2D art style in this game?
Worst, Ruby. I like it in this game, but it's still fucking HD 2D. So
I love it. I think it looks gorgeous.
I think it's beautiful.
I'm enjoying it.
I want to marry it.
I want to get. I want
what I
to.
don't like is how there's no fucking diagonal sprite movement. It's static. Even the fucking Super Famicom game had that. It bothers me so much. It's so uncanny. Look at that bullshit. They didn't have to be like that.
The original version of this game did have diagonal sprites?
No, the Super Famicom. The first.
That's
like,
interesting. I didn't notice that until you said it. Like until you said it. Now I'm like, oh no. It doesn't bug me, but
me so much. I didn't at first, and I was like, ugh. But I think it looks good, like, for what it is. There's some parts that look really, really good, and then there's some parts that are just bloomed at the hell.
Yeah, I find that sometimes this one looks pretty good, but I found that some of these, like the modern HD 2D, even not even necessarily remakes, but like just like indie games that try to pull off the style,
go horrible,
so hard with like the post-processing effects that it's almost kind of like blinding.
Octopath 1 is.
yeah, I was gonna say
I was about
Octopath
to say
suffered from the like overbloom. Now, Modular, tell me, are you a warrior, martial artist, mage, priest, merchant, gadabout, thief, or monster wrangler? How do you feel
a little
in your soul?
Ooh, in my soul,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
this is a tough one. Well, I think in my heart of hearts, merchant is what's calling to me immediately here.
All right, hell yeah. All right, let's see.
My friend.
No,
Let me introduce you.
Which one of these? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Oh, gotta be like the old guy with the fez, I think. Number
Hell
4.
yeah.
Nice, yeah.
All right, what color hair do you want?
Get it to match the beard there.
Cool, fuck yeah. All right, we're gonna get some. It's all we want to do. Luck, right? Luck and agility.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let him pick.
Oh yeah, of course.
The power of suggestion. Now all I can think of is luck.
Boost out that luck. So there's a mechanic in this game later where you have a town, and the town gets named after the person who founds it,
Oh,
who could be a merchant.
what the
So I
fuck?
forgot who.
Sticks, I got you. Hold on. I don't know why my thing's being kind of screwy. 1 second.
We just really need stream avatars back. I think
That's what that is. It's true.
Yeah, it. You know.
Why am I? Oh wait, hold on. Let me fix it. You're right. My legendary quotes are broken. 1 sec.
Broken.
Well, I might have to reinstall Windows. So I was backing up and moving some stuff around, and
Let's stop the stream so we can do that.
we should do all of that. Actually,
You know what?
Ads
You're doing
ain't
it,
working,
throw on
we
one
gotta
more
stop.
spinny doodad on there.
Yeah, throw
yeah,
a
we need
little.
a little
at it.
doodad.
Just have
There
a
we go. There we go. All right. Six fucking
Oh, that's a good
ran
one.
out. Opened up the chest and found a legendary quote. He pulled it out and it says, "My external appearance is down 5%. Shion, I need to be clean." From Cosmos, Xenosaga, PS2, 2002. Very good, Six. Thank you. Now I can have that fixed.
I am almost positive
quick.
I was the one who submitted
I
that.
think you might have. Modular, which voice do you think matches you in your heart of heart?
Am I just flying by what I think based on like the description?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Ernest. Oh, that is me. Cheeky. Also, yes.
I know.
Cowardly wouldn't be me.
No, not for a second.
Cool-headed, passionate,
We gotta get
comical,
Treaky on here, by the way.
headstrong, gentle, aggressive,
We do gotta get Treaky.
shy, wild, reserved, determined, youthful, elegant, serious, allure. I don't know. Earnest is like first is the best for me. I think.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
got
let's
earnest.
do it.
That
I
works.
There's
like it.
importance
Yeah.
in it.
Cool.
an
All
earnest,
right.
happy camper.
Modular, were you ever a Trapped fan?
Was I a Trapped fan? No, I wasn't.
You were not
Were
that
you,
strong?
were you defending Trapped when they came under fire from the liberal media? Were
Oh,
you like,
no.
Trapped doesn't deserve the hate that they, because you know the dude from Trapped is like
We'll do it, Treaky. I'll hit
fucking
you up.
awful.
I am literally not even aware of what you're talking about right now. My use of-
You're saying- okay,
Well, I
so
heard trap at first, and I got very concerned.
you could
about
feign
where we were-
ignorance,
Yeah.
but you know, text
God.
doesn't
my use of
disappear.
headstrong. My use of headstrong in my videos is like purely ironic. I literally don't know anything about the band other
I
than I
forgot
assume
that
that
you-
they're like a new metal.
Dude, I'm not even kidding. I completely forgot that you use headstrong too. That's
That's my
the beauty
calling
of it.
card.
Yeah,
I just think it's a funny song, so I just put it in every once in a while.
it is a funny song. I mean, like it's such like fucking redneck, like
I'll
pump
take
up
on
music.
anyone.
Yeah, it's like the kind of like what is it? Like Metal Militia, kind of Monster Energy style music.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Ruby.
Unpaid child support ass music. Yeah.
By the way, chat, if I need
We're
to
talking.
adjust any audio stuff, let me know. If I need to turn the game up, turn anyone down, turn myself up, just let me know. If I need to murder a group of bubble slimes, just let me know.
Oh, just let me know about that. Throw him on that sucker.
Well, I know that you can recite the entire album "Follow the Leader" from front to back, Joey. So don't talk to me about
That's true. I can't.
disparaging redneck music.
Disparaging redneck
The
music.
one thing I can't recite though is the 15 minutes of silence that the album begins with, because it did that thing where the album didn't actually start till track 14 or 13.
What
Like-
on the official?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was like one of those dumb. You know, like how a lot of bands and artists at the time played with like, I don't know, CD like lengths and gaps. Like there'd
I
be like a
just-
hidden track after like
I just
20
remember
minutes.
the end
Yeah.
of Aerials. That's the main thing I
Yeah,
remember from
Aerials
that
had
area,
fun.
from that era. Thank you,
Yeah.
Six.
Sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah, there's a track at the end of, as you know, me wearing the perfect shirt for it. There's a track at the end of Ocean Machine by Devin Townsend. The track's called Death of Music, I think. But there's like a 5-minute period of just nothing after this very chill, relaxed, kind of almost ambient track, and then
Not
it's just
Julian.
him screaming with like just max compression and like fired up to like maximum decibel levels. So if you're listening to that music to fall asleep, there's like you're
Not
guaranteed to
happening.
wake up after 5 minutes of it being over.
You're like, "Ah!"
And
Oh,
Yeah.
Julia's here. I see.
What's
Max
up,
Compression is a
Julia?
cool name.
So I was wrong, but
Agree.
I was kind of close. The original physical release features 25 tracks. The album starts with 12 silent tracks, each 5 seconds in length.
Okay.
And that was like a faux pas, or they were trying to be funny or something, or
They were being.
They
They're probably
represent
trying to be
a minute-
artsy fartsy.
They represent a minute of silence for Justin.
Had another mini medal.
Silent.
oh,
The identically titled track in interviews, Jonathan Davis also mentions he was very superstitious and did not want to end an album on track 13. Okay. Shut
So
the
he had-
fuck up.
No, right.
12 tracks before
Fucking
the first.
end it,
I don't
bro.
even. Not sure I understand this entirely. There's just a whole bunch of empty tracks in the beginning.
And there is a hidden track after like 10 minutes of silence. So the album is 70
overdoing
minutes long. It didn't need to be.
Like 45 minutes of music in it.
Yeah.
We missed you, Julia.
We missed you,
I-
Julia. It's good to
I
see
used
you.
to fall asleep to Lift Your Skinny Fist by Godspeed You Black Emperor all the time. And there's like one part in it that just goes into the it's like this huge long like ambient passage. It's like 5-6 minutes long. And then it goes into like the loudest fucking, and it would wake me up every single time.
Mm.
And
Did
like
you guys, did you
every
guys ever have a CD that your ultra religious parents found and you got in major trouble for?
the nun at school tried to get me to throw out Kid Rock's
Yo!
Devil Without Cause because the CD had a middle finger. Like
Whoa, that's wild.
and I
No, my
wouldn't do
parents
it.
were pretty chill about that sort of thing. I was the fourth kid, and that was an accident. So by the time I was like, old
had it
enough to
figured
like
out.
metal, they were like, "We literally don't care anymore. He'll be fine."
He'll be all right.
I absolutely love my parents, and they have super chilled out. But when they
shit.
found my Mortal Kombat soundtrack CD, I was
That'll do it.
fucked.
Like I just think it's just massive ignorance on parents, you know, like
Well, things were pretty hysterical back then.
they were, but you know, it's not hard to fucking tune the noise out. Like it really isn't. Like it's like today. I think today it's worse, right? Like so you know, if I had kids, I wouldn't be like, oh, you know what? I'm not religious. I can't even.
guys, we got a death battle. Six has redeemed a death battle. Joey's bird flu versus Joey's resistance to curry acceptance. What wins?
There's
Oh,
curry
man.
acceptance.
I had tofu curry last week, and it was delicious.
Esoteric pairing.
Ooh, see, Sixes did this thing where if any of us eat curry, we bring Six up. Me and
I know.
me and John went out and had a delicious dinner, and we were both like, "Fucking Six wouldn't enjoy this, right?" Fucking
He
idiot!
knows
Like
what he does.
he does,
knows
he
what
does.
he
He's our favorite little cult leader. He knows what he does. It's
He's
fine.
insidious. He's
We get it.
insidious with his ignorance. It's beautiful, actually. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's like
Much
I think
like
a lot of parents just didn't pay attention and keep their pulse on things, and were just really reactionary because they watch the news. And
Six.
well, I don't know, man.
Well, yeah, imagine if you were like you'd lived in a cave your entire life and you came out after like 25 years and you heard the Grand Conjuration by Opeth for the first time. You would be stupid if you didn't think there was some evil magical power in
Alright,
that
that's
song.
it.
There's
you
definitely a lot of
fucking
music
go?
that if you showed it
Did
to
you
like a
Play
caveman,
the cave me?
Yes, I caved you. Yeah.
Oh,
Shadows. You know, maybe you've heard the ink spots, or you know, you've got the little Lamsy Dozies or whatever in your record player, and then all of a sudden you step outside and like Emperor starts playing, and then it's like, oh, the world is in hell and it's evil. Like that's what
Right.
you're naturally.
Well, that makes a
I
little more
swear, if you take Another One Bites the Dust on a record and play it backwards, it says worship Satan. I heard it myself. So.
with perfect clarity.
Yeah, crystal clear.
I actually remember seeing some of those like
We got a
they called it
boomerang.
masking or back masking or something when they would like supposedly did that.
Mhm.
I remember that
Oh, fuck
freaked
that
me out when
freak.
I was a kid, just
Oh, me
because like
too.
they would list the lyrics,
boomerang.
but like the suggestion of the lyrics would make you start like actually kind of conjuring the words in your head, and
It's-
just playing a tape backwards sounds scary, regardless.
It's matrixing. They implanted it. It's the same thing that the Ghost Adventurers do. Like when they're playing the white noise, they're like, "Did you hear it say, run, Zach, run?" And it here, listen to it. Did you hear it? Run, Zach, run.
Yeah, Chris Bohr's Ghost Hunters turned me on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's right, dude. Having Chris Bohr's added on Facebook was one of the best decisions I think I've ever made. Like, I love
I can
it.
only imagine.
Caps guy?
The irate gamer, bro.
He's an irate gamer. He's a ghost hunter.
Yeah, now he's a
Puppet
ghost
Steve.
hunter.
He's
And
got it all.
YouTube is silencing him. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Too close.
He's getting too close to the truth, bro.
I think I'm onto something really close to the truth. YouTube is trying to shut me up. I'm here to tell you that's a buttload of crap, you guys.
Buttload of crap.
Badly cut out 2D guy online guy shows up on screen to have a conversation with him.
For the record, Frank does not have bird flu.
Thank
He
God.
does
I'm just coughing. I always be
Yeah.
coughing.
ABC.
Did you hear that? What?
Always be
Did you
coughing.
not know, Treaky? Did you not know? Please, he will literally add anyone. Please, I encourage everyone in chat to send Chris Bohr a friend request on Facebook. He will accept it.
Won't that freak him out more if like 15 people suddenly send him a friend request on Facebook? He's like, "Oh, it's fucking Facebook."
The ghosts, they're coming together and they're going to get me, the
Are
spirits.
real.
The angry video game nerd, he angered the spirits and they send him after me.
There can only be one nerd, and it ain't gonna be you.
I love like it. You got a little Kermit the Frog in there too. You know?
He's got a. I think he's from Ohio. I don't know if that comes with a distinct accent, but he's got a little bit of a thing when he talks. I don't really know how to describe it, but you know when you hear it.
Yeah. It's the
He slurs
Midwest.
his words a little bit.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta listen to what he sounds like. No, this is.
Dude, absolutely. Go listen to a video from like 2004. It's great.
Do you
Actually,
ever get? No,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
Modular. Mine was off topic.
Okay, I was just gonna say that I was subscribed to Chris Bohr's The Irate Gamer before I was subscribed to the Angry Video Game Nerd, because YouTube in like 2007 was heavily promoting the Irate Gamer, but it was like stifling the nerd because
Wow.
he was a little edgier.
There can only be one.
Yes,
You can't
He
stifle.
said buffalo diarrhea too many times.
That's
right. Too much for YouTube.
Oh shit!
Every once in a while in video games, and it just happened when Frank almost went over the edge of this. Like, don't go too close to that. Like, that gets me every single time, man. I got a height thing.
Wait, can I actually go over the edge?
Yes.
Only one way to find out.
No, please.
Don't edge yourself. Modular already did that with Dragon Quest.
I'm not trying to edge it. Not live on Twitch.
All right. So he's got a little
No
bit of
edge
what I could only describe as carcass in his voice. Because he's one of those guys who talks like exclusively through his nose, like no diaphragm in that whatsoever, which to me is a sign of a beta male.
No diaphragm, no tears.
That's sure a sign of
Oh.
a beta.
A beta male.
And you can't go up there, Frank. You gotta go.
Gotta go in
You gotta go. No, you gotta go from below.
from below.
See that-
All right.
Yeah, from below.
Bohr's could be a Sigma,
He could be.
I could see a little Sigma, but I think
A
he's,
little
going his own
Sigma.
way.
he's got a little cuck energy to him, man. He'd be.
Well, I mean, I guess when you base your personality on YouTube, literally just being a guy who already exists by default, you can't really be the alpha dog because your entire
That's
like
true.
thing is orbits around something else,
Mhm.
which
Really cool.
necessarily implies that James Rolfe is a
He's alpha?
tried and true alpha
The
male.
alpha dog.
He is the alpha, the pack leader.
You get an NES game coming out now. Very much the alpha male.
I wanted to rant
Oh yeah.
about. I hate how I like almost like soft offended him.
Croissants. Oh.
No. Because like people were being real corny. Like you should boycott James Rolfe because he went on the show that's hosted by people with shitty politics. You know, and it's like Yeah, sure, but like, imagine a celebrity who doesn't suck, dude. It doesn't exist.
Right.
Fucking idiot. Like, what do you think? That like every single person you worship is like cool and awesome and like
Right. They passed the
there's
perfect
your-
purity test.
Right. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's like that like hand wringing bullshit. I hate that stuff so much, man. Like, yeah, it's corny. Of course it is. Have you seen his content lately? What do you expect? You know, like
You can't
But,
say
like-
that. You
Yeah.
can't say that. It's still the man he always was. It was the
Yeah, yeah.
views, or, you know.
I gotta
gonna
say
take
it.
you back to the past.
I like it's like a wasteland. It's kind of awesome.
Like a
What's up,
wasteland.
what's up, Barlazy? How you doing?
Oh shit,
He's literally just a
lazy.
dude.
Frank, did
Literally
we
just a
show
dude.
off the what was it? The croissant defender? The world's
The croissant
Label's
defender
croissant
shirt?
defender?
No. Hold
Did we
on.
show that off? We need to show that off.
I mean,
I can't.
that
I
was
can't handle
amazing.
more bad droopy food takes tonight, man. I can't do it.
What's
So
the
if you guys
Croissant defender?
go to the merch store, we have a new shirt that I designed the other day. Hold on, let me load it up here. It's being slow because my computer is decided that it doesn't understand how to do anything.
I need to order.
But
one
if
of
you
these.
check, the latest shirt is the fucking Joie croissant defender shirt, and it's beautiful. I think I did a real good job on it.
The lore.
croissant doesn't need to be defended. It stands on its own.
Dude,
Thank you.
Yeah. Bro,
Dude,
here's the
listen,
thing.
listen. No, like, modular. Let me run a statement by you.
Wait, hold on.
Please.
Let
All right,
me
yeah,
set
go.
this
You got
thing.
it.
Let
You
me
got
set
it.
this
I
thing.
know what you're gonna say. We're both going to the same statement that Ruby said.
I'm
So
glad I brought it up.
First of all, I like croissants. I don't fucking like love croissants. You know, I said something about how like I kind of could fuck with a chocolate croissant in the moment. You know, I don't know. There's like some
in the
discussion we were
I
having.
love how he's got to specify in the moment.
And Drewby said something along the lines of like you know, we described like what a croissant is made of or something like the buttery folds or whatever.
Mhm.
And he goes, that doesn't sound very appealing to me.
Oh,
It's already got
like
chocolate.
appealing,
It's
dude.
already got chocolate.
It's already got chocolate. Why would I? It's got butter on it. Why would I want chocolate on it? It was like a dumbass. Sorry, Drewby. I love you.
We
buddy.
love
I
Drewby.
I love you, Drewby, but it was a terrible take.
Joey, could you
There's
be
no
this
accounting for
old
taste.
sleeping man for me?
Wait, what's up? Oh,
Could you be this old
I'm gonna
sleeping
try my
man?
best.
Nailed it.
I thought about Drewby croissant take and actually.
Died. Let's see. What does he got to say now?
Well, so
Oh, he
you've
talks.
come at last.
I'm not used to games talking.
Dreamt so many
Yeah, especially on
times
this
of
show.
giving you this key. Heaven alone knows why, but it must mean
Yeah, this is.
something.
I feel
Oh, this dude.
dirty or something. I feel like I'm playing a mod.
Right? Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Without,
Super RPG
yeah,
was
without
not-
John voicing the old man or something. Like,
Thanks, Drewby. It's Tamiflu.
we got
Now.
Steve's key.
Use that to go and have a look inside the house in Reeve.
That
with
for
the
your health.
red
We need a
door.
margarine and chocolate. That's the
Worry,
king's
the
combination.
check
A water
there
margarine?
visitors
That didn't
will
sound
find
very
you
good to
from
me.
Chocolate already has butter in it.
Chocolate has butter in it.
By the way,
Your impression of him is not very charitable, I have to say.
No, it's the statement, not the person. Drewby doesn't sound anything like that. He's got a very nice voice.
He was inhabited by a dark spirit when he said it.
Yeah, well, whenever he talks about food, he's just, you know.
Dark spirit of Ruby when he talks about food.
You go.
God damn it! Why does this always get brought up? Oh, so a friend of mine shit on a chocolate silk pie, and I
How
almost.
dare they?
I like walked up to it like because he shit on it and put it back on the counter, and I like went up. I was like, oh, I want some of that pie, and I looked. I was like, there's just a shit. There's a turd on the pie. So ever since then, it's been kind of hard for me to like think about.
You mean
what-
literally? Not like he did.
Oh, like literally, he took a shit on it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
There's
thought you were
something
just
hilarious
talk trash
about about choosing that in particular to shit on, because it's already like chocolate is already vaguely shit-like, but shit is like definitively a different consistency and color. So it's just like this. It's like a redundant act almost. Like of all the
My
desserts,
chocolate already has shit on it.
Yeah, this chocolate already has shit on it. Oh yeah, Chad, that's good. Man.
God.
Well, and it was like a
What's up,
comically
Slim
sized
Joel?
shit. Like, cause I just remember standing over it and like the smell of the poo hit me like all at once. And, like,
It overwhelmed you.
Like just being instead of just being completely blown away by it, I was like, "There's fucking shit on it." That was it. That was it. There's just
walking over, wiggling his fingers, going, "Don't mind if I do." Wait a minute.
Thanks, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Thank you so much for that, Judge. That's extremely helpful.
He's being straightforward. He's being honest.
No, Julia, I contacted you to tell you. What did I say? It was fuck. It was some of that shit.
Is that the first thing he told you, Julia?
No, it wasn't. It was like the
I
third.
believe it, Julia. I know he's gonna defend himself, but Julia, I believe you right now.
I said, Chet just called Delicious in Dungeon eating in Dungeon.
Eating in Dungeon, one of my. That was good.
You guys knew what I was talking about. Though,
We did.
So.
I didn't. Frank corrected it before it left your mouth, which is fucking insane. He saw the shit on the silk pie right away.
Right away, immediately.
But still stopped short of actually reaching the pie.
Yeah, he almost did it.
Just want to get a closer look.
Man, that pie looks so good too, dude. I think about that pie a lot.
What is the thought process behind that?
Just shitting on a pie. Just
Yeah,
the
like
Y
I just have to do it.
The Y chromosome took over, my
Just
friend.
the
I don't
Y.
know.
Oh, bro. How dope would it be?
John.
To shit on this
Like
pie.
the need for validation as a male.
John.
Why is there a number 2 on my French silk pie?
Oh, there's just fucking twigs all over my pie, bro. Like, come on.
Twigs.
There's twigs on my pie. Come on. Twiggy pie.
I got another book. Hold on, let me double check. It's the it says a scruffy guide that teaches you how to be a tearaway or your money back. Is that something we should use on someone?
That's a British statement.
A tearaway, I know, right?
Boy, ain't this scruffy little guy damn.
Wait, what's the name of it?
A
Frank?
tearaway.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The girl's own animal.
Annual.
Annual.
Thanks, guys.
That was a
It was a very different show there for a moment.
touch and go.
The girl's own animal.
Tomboy? I don't. You can't make yourself that anyway.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Let me just check everything in this old man's house.
Oh, I'm just sitting here reading a book. I hope nobody steals my leather hat out of my drawers.
Oh, my son made that for me.
Yes.
What are you doing in here?
Exactly.
the same voice.
Literally exactly the same voice.
I've been saying for 3 years, we all do the same old man voice. It's tired. We have to innovate.
What's that?
You know.
The thief's key? My goodness, to get your
It's
hands
tough.
on
The old man
it.
archetypes, there's not a lot of them like floating around.
I just find it
Every
funny.
man becomes synthesized into one old man in the end.
The one we've heard so much
I
about.
just find it very.
Oh my God,
ageist,
Drewby.
Oh my.
You know.
Then I'd better give you a little something to help you. on your
Secret
way.
ageist man. Is that anything? I don't know.
Does that do anything for anybody?
Is
Anyone?
that rustling a Jimmy? Is that?
You almost immediately bailed out to get confirmation there.
I was, you know, that's kind of my new thing. It's like insecure guy, you know, just like being insecure as hell about things.
You can use that to break the seal.
Yeah, don't let it sit.
number.
Once you're feeling
Like the stepbrothers sings for half a second. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things. You know, like I could do it or I couldn't. I could do it or I could. I don't know.
They're giving you a number, Ty, and taking away your name. I don't. Is that even the lyric? I don't
Is that something?
All right.
Yeah, I thought it was Secret Asian Man too. I was like, damn, that's a cool. I was in Ace Ventura. That was like
Secret Asian
I was
Man.
obsessed with that song as a kid.
I love that lore.
And what the lore is even better because I was a secret Asian man.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right.
When I was 7, I didn't know what race I was. I knew I wasn't white, but I didn't know what race I was. And so I'm technically Asian. So I was a secret Asian man.
Wait, you didn't know? Oh, you
I was
are
adopted.
technically?
Yeah. I was adopted, so I didn't know my biological family till a little bit later. And
I thought you were implying that because you didn't know what race you were, you got to settle on Asian, as though if you're like in arrears.
You got to pick it.
Really into Japanimation. So.
It just it's like so like I watch a lot of anime,
A
so
lot
I
of
think I should be able to put Asian.
slimes.
An honorary.
Honorary Asian
Man, honorary Asian man.
I tweeted it. It's
And
fine.
we're banned. Oh.
There it
It
is.
says, we finally did it. I'm sorry,
I can
guys.
say it.
The only great Secret Agent Man parody I've heard is Nintendo Hire This Man, which is still one of the most enduringly funny. He's using Unreal Engine in any way he can.
Oh my god.
Those horrible like Nintendo fan
Yeah.
projects
Nintendo hired this man. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But they're not hiring him. They're
Taking
cease and desisting him. This is what they're really doing.
shit, ugly, fucking like Unreal Engine 5, like pre-existing asset with fucking
Asset store.
yeah, with like a AI filtered Link model.
Oh, you're talking about Pal World. Okay, yeah.
This is what it looked like when I was a kid.
This is fuck! Oh my god, this is how I saw it as a child.
It's like, oh yeah, did it really like just your eyes were blown out with just like bloom lighting and just excessive and pointless normal mapping of objects.
Navi flies into frame and the fucking the camera lens flare. You can't even see anything. Like
If you think about it, though,
yeah, the lens flare.
The N64 Zelda fairies are kind of just sentient lens flares. You know, like look at them. They're just
They
on
need
the
to be.
lens flare. Yeah.
It's like how N64 Zelda stairs are just ramps with an attitude.
Ramps with an attitude.
Edgy ramps. They're listening to Kid Rock's Devil Without a Cause on their Discman, getting it taken away by the nun.
The staircase has got headphones on. What's he listening to?
If you were a bad boy, if you were a fucking menace, if you were a bad seed, what you had headphones that wrapped around the back of your head.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I had a pair of Air Canada headphones. I had to do that because they didn't fit over top of my giant head.
Wow.
Oh, you got big head too?
Big head fan.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I
dude.
got a weird head. If I go bald, it's probably
Yeah,
over.
man, I feel that. Yeah, we got fuck.
One
We
day.
I
have
had
ridges.
a Dick Tracy hat, so I was not rebellious
awesome.
in any way.
suck. No, you were. Yeah. I
That's-
don't think you're gonna go bald that much. I think you'll be all right.
I hope
feel
so.
it.
I hope so.
Like maybe when you're like 60, you might have like a recession.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
wait.
that's
Hold
fine.
on. All right, guys, we got a whole party poll from
60 I'm a piece.
What kind of door is John? I think John is a beautiful pair of French doors that every morning you open both doors. You don't have to. There's no actual reason that you do it, but it feels good. So you open both of them every morning, and that's John. I open John's legs every morning. I mean, the doors.
I think John is a refrigerator door.
Okay.
Like
Whoa.
it's it's stuffed full of all the things that you love. And when you're late at night and you've got the rumblies and the tumblies, it's where you want to go.
Hey, Yahiko! Thank you for the raid,
Yahiko.
Yahiko! How you
Oh, he's
doing, bud?
streaming. I wish we
Streaming. God hand? Fuck
God
yeah!
hand. Oh,
How'd it
that's
go?
great
We
game.
love. Listen, we love a little God hand in this house.
Can
We
you
love a little
imagine
not
3 out of
stomping
10.
in this house.
what Chet's parents would have said if they found God Hand on his PlayStation 2?
Oh my gosh,
Oh, they
when I
would've
was
been
playing
so
Final
mad.
Fantasy X and I was trying to get Riku's ultimate weapon, I had to like watch out, make sure they didn't come into the room.
God hand could go either way, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
A possible, like, oh, this is good. But then they would see the
Right,
intention.
they know. It's called God
Well,
hand.
I mean,
It's great.
it does say God. I mean,
Are you operating as the hand of God, or are you like giving God hand, like the hand, like it's?
are you giving God the hand?
God,
Give God a high five.
Until they see the spanking. Yeah, that's where they'll get you. Is when you start spanking motherfuckers in that game, they'll be like, wait a minute.
Oh, it still could go either way, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, that might not be a deal breaker. That might
Corporal
be a deal
punishment.
sealer.
Okay, we're back in now.
Talking about my 11th birthday, Drewby, in September.
Wake me up.
When September ends.
Oh, you're talking about 9/11. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Hey.
You
That
thought
almost
we were-
reminds me of that tragedy.
That tragedy.
What is this, an RPG stream? Come on. Boom, boom.
I remember where I was that day that I watched that Robert Pattinson movie that ended up being a 9/11 movie.
Where were you?
We all remember. I was in my fucking bedroom, in bed with my wife.
Ooh.
I remember that too.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Warrior Modular, actually. You know, that's how we just found out.
Could you guys keep it down?
Would you guys come
Me under the
on?
bed.
Trying to watch this Robert Pattinson
Oh shit.
movie.
What if instead of Austin Powers, it was Austin Twin Towers?
Joey.
I don't know. What if it was?
I don't know what
Joey.
it was, Joey. Write the movie for us right now, Joey.
All right, so like he's just two sentient twin towers. Like he's like a diorama or a model of the twin towers, and like a spirit of a man, a very sex crazed.
Oh, he's
crazed
small.
man.
Human-sized towers?
You know, but like it got like
Oh, no,
anthropomorphic. It like grew.
Okay.
It's like a chia pet. It started to grow like arms and legs. It's like a regular human body, but just the top.
You
is
know,
the Twin Towers.
I've
know-
watched worse movies than that.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie
Yeah,
Darko.
that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm funding it.
Yeah, it's Austin Twin Towers is the international man of mystery.
Your pitch? That's your pitch?
That's that's what
It's not even what the plot of the movie is. You're just describing what the main character is.
Well, I was gonna make a plot. Okay, you want to know? Okay, the
all right,
plot
all right,
is-
let's go. What's the
Okay,
plot?
so like there is a model of the
Uh-huh.
Twin Towers, and then it get like there's a guy who likes sex who dies in the
Uh-huh.
Twin
He
Towers.
likes
It's
sex.
Austin Powers' personality.
Austin
And,
sex.
like,
Defining character.
He's like super into James Bond, and that's why Austin Powers.
Come on, he's Austin sex. Come on.
Austin sex, and so like yeah, so he dies, and then his spirit like it like floats it off into the ether and evanesces, and then it like finds its way into this model of the Twin Towers, and then
It's like a
becomes,
Chucky
the
sort of
birth-
setup.
Yeah, it's Chucky-esque actually.
Okay.
It's actually called Child's Play.
Oh, the movie is not
Yeah,
called Austin.
It's not called Chucky. Well, there's one that's called Chucky, but yeah, no. The movie's called Austin Twin Towers. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that you were saying that your movie now was going to be called Child's Play. I understand. There was a misunderstanding.
No, yeah, that's right.
That would have been a problem because that movie does already exist, but
Right.
to the bottom of it.
Multiple movies can have the same. That's the problem that we're facing is that just might be a title of a movie, Austin Twin Towers. And so, so like
I might need to call my movie The Departed. There's only so many words left.
yeah.
Might need to be The Karate Kid Part 2. There's nothing else I can think of.
But yeah, and so you just it starts to become like more aware of its surroundings, and it starts to grow, and then the people it's like I don't know, it's like in someone's home, and then one day it just is able to walk out of the home, and the family bids it goodbye. Because it's like, oh, you were my model, you were a toy, and now you can move around. So obviously, you have sentience.
It's basically just Gino from Mario RPG.
Basically,
it sounds horrible. Okay, well, hold on, wait till you get to the plot twist. Maybe the beginning's a little rough, but it picks up probably around the 40% mark.
Have you seen Larger Than Life with Bill Murray, where he takes care of the elephant?
I don't want to say yeah, because if I do say yeah, then it's possible I could be sued for copyright infringement. So
Sounds
I
horrible.
A very good call. I'll terminate the conversation there, actually.
yeah. I think
Bill Murray, huge Super RPG Friends fan.
He's number one.
I gotta give Modular credit for actually putting a spotlight on a fucking idiotic statement that I made and forcing me to have to go along with it for longer than the 1 second I wanted to spend making the joke. Austin Twin Towers, man.
That's what happened. You gotta come ready, man.
I grew up watching Tom Green, so my bread and butter comedy is when people have forcing people to commit to a joke long after the laughing has stopped.
Oh yeah, I love that so much.
Thank you for the sub, Julia.
Hey, Julia.
Super 97 Super Slime.
I'm a firm believer in repeating something until it's funny. I don't know.
Right. Speaking of jumping off conversations that you don't want to listen to anymore, is anybody else playing Path of Exile 2?
I have it. I play a little bit of it, but I haven't.
Not me.
I was enjoying what little time I spent with it.
I want to play.
Yeah, I like action RPGs, but I felt a little burned out playing Diablo 4. I thought it was kind of not that fun. So, but the Path of Exile 2 kind of looks like it addresses some of the things I didn't really like so much about Diablo.
Fight the second boss in Path of Exile 2. At least get that far. You get through the little tutorial area, through the main, the first main hub. And then when you get out into the world, you stumble across a boss, and it's pretty sweet. Yeah, that got me hooked.
Yeah, the bosses are a little bit more mechanical. Same with Diablo 4, actually. Just that Diablo 4 is like a sterile wasteland of a video game. It's that's like what I was saying about Austin Twin Towers. That's like if Diablo 4 is the Excel spreadsheet version of that. It's like if an Excel spreadsheet just became a video game.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of struggling right now to connect that to the Austin Twin Towers thing, but I think I get what you mean, though.
Yeah, it's like it's a ghost of something kind of memorable in some way, haunted, like an inanimate object. I don't ask what's his name, Chris Boris or whatever his name.
He'll figure it out. Yeah, talk to the
Chris Boris is way funnier, so we should probably just call that from now on.
Yeah. What's his name?
Bores, Bores, which is kind of apt as well, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I put a little I made him a little bit more ethnic. I don't know.
Boris.
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 Judge, I was actually trying to think of one Tom Green bit that I could remember that was funny, and I couldn't come up with one.
Well, you know what?
I do remember.
I got nothing to say to that because there's no way to defend it. But
I do remember him getting married to Drew Barrymore on Saturday Night Live. That was yeah, that was a show long bit.
Yeah, a show long bit that transcended into reality.
Mhm.
But hey, I actually just watched his documentary. It just came out on Amazon Prime, which I
I
think is
wanted
the
to
first time
watch
I've turned on Prime.
it for a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, like, even if you don't gel with his style of humor, which many don't, it's actually just like an interesting kind of, not rise and fall story. That sort of implies that it's ended on a sour note, but it's just an interesting story of like what happens when like a 20-year-old who is totally ill-equipped to handle fame ends up like making a shitload of money and moving to Los Angeles, and it's this whirlwind of life happening, and then kind of being left in the dust. But like it's an interesting story.
He
Well,
got
and then
hit
what? He
by
got
the-
testicular cancer too. What? Like
Yeah,
right after he
He
got
made like
big?
a bit out of that. Yeah, he made like
Yeah.
a huge bit out of it. I
He aired
remember
his
that.
surgery as a show, and the
He had the
network was
little-
like,
Oh,
"Are
Yeah,
you
that was
sure?"
pretty nuts.
Oh,
God!
John. Fuck you, man.
I don't know how he's so quick about it. That kind of frustrates me almost.
I know.
We're gonna get a word in
you worried,
edgewise when all
like-
5 of us are here. So I'm like waiting for my moment.
like this is how John's brain works. Like as soon as someone mentioned, I almost said Seth Green, Tom Green.
I'm great.
Like his
Oh,
mind
no,
is like
Julia.
he starts going towards all the like all of his receptors
Little
wake
spider
up
web.
and they make the connection
Synapses.
to like, oh, testicular cancer. So if they say something about his testicular cancer, I'm gonna say that was nuts. Boom.
Oh, you know what?
Just
That's
always
planning
ready.
ahead. That's it's impressive. Most people don't have it in them.
John's
John
mind
does.
mapping software. It's not needed. But no, I feel like Tom Green, along with like I don't know, Crazy Bones, and like the stickdeath.com all got hit with like the relevance wave, you know, like after I don't know, maybe like
Yeah.
a year and a half after Freddy Got Fingered came out, it was kind of just like, who's Tom Green again? You know, it's like it's not even like
Yeah.
a fault of his own. Like it's not like he stopped being funny or like America fell out of love with him or something like that, or the world fell out of love with him or anything like that.
Just
It's like
stop being relevant. Yeah.
it's funny how that works. Like it
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, the weird thing about Freddy Got Fingered too is that, I mean, as well, not the sequel.
Yeah, I wish there was. Freddy also got
the,
fingered.
the weird thing about that is that, so I always assumed, just given Tom Green's personality type, that he probably just took it on the chin and thought it was funny that everybody hated it. But in this documentary, he was like, that like really, really hurt when like newspapers were saying like, not only is this movie not funny, but Tom Green is a horrible person for having made it. He was like, I was actually like, pretty
That
raw
made me
about that for a
upset.
while.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
jeez.
you kind of look at somebody like that, it's like, well, he's got nerves of steel, so he must be bulletproof. But to
Right.
put all your time and effort into this thing, and then everybody just like is
Gets
not even
on.
giving.
Well, I'm
Roger Ebert
curious-
said that it's like the worst thing that's ever happened in the film
Dude,
industry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm wondering
like-
though. I'm wondering if some of that critic and those writers are like leaning into his personality, thinking like, "Oh, I can write this about him because he obviously is not going to care."
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
That could definitely be it too. Like, and it's like it's a
This
character.
guy's
that
not a
poses-
real person or a real
Right.
actor.
Yeah.
He can take it.
Yeah,
Well, it's kind of just like a Saturday morning serial John Waters in a lot of ways. Like Freddy Got Fingered, you know, like it's absurdist, it's silly, it's
Sure.
like it's been a long time since I've seen it. It needs a Criterion release, honestly. That's what I
does.
think. Yeah.
it does. It's yeah, it's. I think the movie is it's not maybe not like a work of auteur genius, but it's a lot smarter than I think most people give it credit for.
Oh yeah. And it's self-aware.
It's very self-aware, and I think that's what people mainly miss about it.
Oh, thank heavens! I made
Oh,
it
this
just in
fucking
time.
bullshit.
Most would have attacked this defenseless slime by now.
He doesn't sound old enough.
By now,
A post-mortem
You
classic.
might just
Thank
be
you,
the
Raph. What's
one.
up, Raph?
Don't
Oh shit,
worry,
what's up,
friend.
Raph?
You've
Baby, it's
nothing
good to see you.
fear.
Slurping.
Tell me,
that didn't sound like
have
a
you
slur.
encountered any unusually friendly monsters on your travels?
Killed them.
There are some in this world that hold no ill will towards us human folk. This slime being a convenient example of said phenomenon.
So this
So
this
weird
not-
having voices.
Ho,
Mhm.
ho, ho.
You just get to sit
Look
back
at
and
that.
enjoy.
He likes you. At any rate, I've taken it upon myself. to
Dragon
look
Quest
after as
didn't
many of
have
these
voice
cordial
acting in
creatures as
Japan.
I can.
until I think the definitive edition
I haven't introduced myself yet.
of 11.
Of 11? Oh, wow.
Yeah, because 8 had it, but 8 only had it in the North American release.
I recall the voice acting in 8 actually being pretty good, too.
It was good, yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Yangus is like
8
the
was
best,
the one that really made me fall in love with Dragon Quest. Like, I liked 7 a lot, but 8, even as much as I loved all the class stuff in 7, 8 was the one where I was like, oh man, I am just sold on the vibe.
Should you happen to find any friendly monsters on
Yeah,
your
7 is not like a friendly game for anyone under the age of like 17. I don't know. Like it requires a lot of patience. And its systems are pretty deep, and you don't even get to interact with them until like 50 hours into the game.
Yeah, it takes a while.
There, critters of a calmer persuasion test their might against one another. Do stop by if you
see. Like, I think this looks good. That looks good up there because it doesn't have
gorgeous.
the dumb fucking like 3D shit and.
Yeah, there's something. There's like a. I don't even. There's like an ambient occlusion or something that they put around the sprites while they're walking around the 3D environments that kind of makes it a little bit like soft looking, and I'm kind of undecided as to whether or not I think that that's good or not.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like at times I'm like, yeah, that looks cool. It stands out, but then at times I'm like, ugh, it looks uncanny.
Look how nice this looks. You know, the light beam hitting the flowers, the
It's
butterflies.
a very pleasant looking
yeah,
game.
like
Yeah.
You hit those moments where
I'm just kind of being like pedantic about the like little effects, I guess.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I do because we have Joey, and Joey's definitely pointed out a lot of the weak points of the system to us over the time.
Joey.
And I'm not even being haha funny, but Joey's helped me kind of see how it's one of those things where I don't want every remake of every game ever to look like this and shit like that. So I definitely can appreciate those points where it really shines versus the points where it's just like makes things a little bit better versus the point where you're like, oh man, wow, that looks amazing.
Yeah.
I would definitely play a 3D HD 2D remake of Xenogears.
No.
Yeah. Hardcore.
Even though it kind of is already.
Yeah, it sort of is.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just clean it up.
It wouldn't be that hard.
Add some geometry to some of like the buildings and stuff, and call it a day.
The problem with that is that you either make it look like this, or you put dumb smoothing on it, and then it looks like Vaseline. Xenogears Vaseline.
Vaseline.
We don't want Vaseline edition.
The super saddle 2X.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Sorry.
There's always the people who are like who will broadcast a let's play of whatever Chrono Trigger or something, but then they're playing on an emulator with the supersal filter turned on, so it's it blends the pixels, it like interpolates them and just makes it look like you're just like playing the game without glasses on.
Or in my case, with glasses. And that's another thing too. Like what I don't like about all the weird occlusive shit in HD 2D is that it fucks with my astigmatism so bad, and it makes everything look so much like it just naturally makes it look watery. But when everything already looks like it's underwater for me anyway, it's fucking atrocious. You know what? A lot of I skeeted about this, but a lot of 7th gen games did that too. That fucking ugly motion blur. Like,
It was a combination of like that motion blur, the slight lens blurring effect that a lot of games do to look cinematic, and then the fact that modern anti-aliasing is all done through temporal AA, which is like a specific kind of edge smoothing that like it's good because it's like it doesn't tank frame rate like the old methods did, but it also makes everything kind of look like Vaseline mode just a little bit. So you combine a lot of those effects together, it sort of like just removes the sharpness of the image in some cases.
Yeah, it's fucking ass. And it's like, I get it because like it's transitory period between, you know, different like fidelity. I get it. It makes sense why a lot of things were doing it, and why things like this too also use those like occlusive effects. And it's like, I don't know, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, like I'm playing Kingdom Come 2 right now, and I noticed that a lot of like the more like it looks better in terms of fidelity in most cases, but then there's certain effects that are a part of like part and parcel with the game, just because it's like, well, it's a modern game, so we have to have this like this particular style of volumetric lighting, and sometimes it looks really great, and sometimes it just sort of like diffuses the image and just makes it like less clear. And it's the clarity of the visuals that I feel like kind of suffers as a result of like the heavy-handed effects sometimes with modern games.
Like, just I already have a severe astigmatism. We don't need to make it worse. You know, like, come on.
Yeah, I have astigmatism too, so lights, weird lighting effects and stuff are, yeah, it's not a good scene.
Halo 4 was the first to be 720. Which is insane considering how hard it. Yeah.
Seriously? The Reach was not 720p? That's, what was it, like 540 or something?
It's wild.
That's actually crazy. Yeah. Just kind of took for granted that like every Xbox 360 game could run at 720p.
360 was dope, man.
What do you think of this song, Joey?
I hate it because I've heard it so much, dude. I've heard it so much. 690p. Just made it up.
You're just making shit
You
up.
made that up.
I want to go get the Thorn Whip from the mini metal guy. Groovy, how'd you only find one mini metal so far?
Ain't no way.
Yeah,
Ain't
no,
no
that's
way.
what he said.
I'm not clicking on anything.
It's in the first town, right? In Alahan?
What, the mini metal guy? Yeah.
Yeah,
He's in the go to the when you go in the town, all the way to
well.
the bottom right.
Hmm.
It's like in the well in there. Oh, monsters. I kind of wish you could just fly to it, but alas.
Oh, well.
Zaf, where were you? And I was playing literally every Dragon Quest game. That's pretty low, actually, for where you are, too, though. But if you're not, like... Right there, Frank.
Yep. Oh, I gotta go down? Okay.
It's in the well.
Frankie buns go down the hole.
I got a Thorn Whip.
You just given rewards automatically depending on how much you've collected?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep.
Gotcha.
11 had that, too. But actually pretty important in that. You can farm them in 11 now. Like, you can just grind them off of certain enemies. Same with this, but not until endgame.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can grind the mini metals off of... God, I forgot what enemies drop them.
Silver slimes.
I went and did it the hard way?
You
Yep.
actually... Yeah, I got them all too, John.
Oh.
You sure did, John.
I mean, like, it doesn't... You know, it's... They're not, like, common drops. In 11, they're not very common either, but it's still... You still can get them, like...
I'm glad you got it, Judge. Johnny Naz.
Johnny Nay.
Johnny Naz.
Not school.
Dude, you know, it's funny because I always knew how... Well, I didn't play Dragon Quest 5 and 6 but until much later in my life. But when I first played them, I did see a lot of the similarities. But, like, you know, playing Dragon Quest 5, 6, and then Chrono Trigger in that order on stream, like, was super illuminating because so many parts of Chrono Trigger are just, like, from Dragon Quest 5 to
Really?
6. Yeah, like just like little like areas, like mechanics, stuff like that.
Hmm.
You know, it's
Do you guys agree with me that the bastardization of Aragorn in the movies from his book version is probably the worst thing to happen in cinema? in the 21st century.
There's a lot worse things that happen.
Oh yeah, sorry, Freddy Got Fingered. I forgot that.
Freddy Got
existed.
Fingered happened. Austin Twin Powers.
Yeah, come on, John.
Twin Powers happened.
Come on,
I think that
shit.
there's more cinematic travesties within the Lord of the Rings movies themselves, like not having Sharky at the end there.
Yeah, no Sharky. You got to go to the extended editions for Sharky.
No bomb.
I'm only being like semi-ironic about that because I know it's like a tonal shift for some people, but it's such an important part of the books. It's like one of the most important parts because it's like, okay, you got all these lessons you've learned. Now, can you apply them? And
To
it's just kind of
save
like missing.
to save your homeland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Oh no, I know that, Drewby, but like, I guess I don't mean Dragon Quest 6 necessarily, but 5 and 4 is even. But like, Dragon Quest 6 is in development. I think even before Chrono Trigger actually started active development. And the team who did DQ6 was like wholly new too. Like there was like, it's kind of crazy. There's a lot of really weird developmental or like creative overlap between stuff. But like, I would say Chrono Trigger took way more from Dragon Quest than Final Fantasy. Like, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
For sure. My favorite part about the Sharky scene modular is when they're first coming up and they don't know something bad's going on and someone disses Frodo and Merry and Pippin are like, the fuck you say to the ring bearer? Like, what's going on? I don't think so, my friend.
Yeah, and meanwhile, nobody in the Shire actually knows what the hell they just did for the last 6 months. But I like it when it's like becoming abundantly clear that something has gone wrong in the Shire, and the first thing Gandalf does, he's like, "Well, I'm going to chill with Tom Bombadil, so see you guys."
Yes,
It's basically he's like, "All right, you know, I've been a literal angel for long enough. You guys, let's see if you can deal with this. If you can't deal with
gonna
this,
have to start
then
figuring
you're
it out yourself."
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like what they did to The Hobbit was worse than what they did to The Lord of the Rings.
That's undeniably.
Yeah.
Well, not undeniably, but
Sounds about right to me.
it's true.
Ba, 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 ba.
Casting, is it Luke Evans? Is that his name? The guy who looks exactly like Orlando Bloom. Like, that was a huge mistake.
Didn't they have? Was there? I just remember in the Hobbit movies, there's so many weird scenes where Legolas does something even more fucking anime than usual, and they have to just CG the entire guy. Like, it's not even just like little touch-ups, but they'll just have a 3D Legolas doing video game
Wait a
things
minute.
for like
Wait,
5
hold
minutes.
on.
That Lord of the Rings beat 'em up game though was a ton of fun.
Oh, like the PS2 or that
Yeah.
one, like the.
There was
Yeah, I
that
remember that one being pretty fun.
turn-based RPG too. That one was wild.
Yeah,
those
Third
games are
Age.
pretty cool. Those games
There
are
was
cool.
also an RTS which you can't get anymore. Like, I've tried to find that
Oh, there's
RTS.
Hmm. Yeah,
John,
I
what's
think.
the- Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all good. You're saying
I was
like
gonna
that
ask
to
a
me.
dumbass question.
Yeah,
So-
let's go.
Oh boy.
John, what's the worst video game adaptation you've played? What's the worst video game movie adaptation you've ever played? I should say.
So, licensed video game from a movie.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, a video game license from a movie.
hmm
I think it's really messed up that there's a game for Street Fighter the movie.
Oh, that
Wait,
game is actually kind of sick, though,
But-
man.
I
That
just
game
thought it
is
was messed
actually
up. I haven't played it.
it's not very good, but like it's actually kind of competent though. Like
It's kind of competent.
they
It's
have a
not
cab
good, but
event.
it's competent.
I used to have it for Sega CD, but they had a cab for it at Galloping Ghosts, and I played it. We played it for like 25 minutes. It was actually like a lot of fun. Bison is sick of
Beetlejuice
that.
on the NES was kind of
Yeah.
ass.
Which?
Oh yeah, that is ass. Yeah.
Beetlejuice on the NES.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, if you're going for like Atari or NES games, the horizons are broadened quite a bit. as
Oh,
far as
yeah.
licensed
Oh,
stuff goes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Modular has actually played every single Atari game.
Everyone,
I've played
Yeah.
every game.
Damn.
that's what he's
Yeah,
that's
every
Ever.
Every game.
famed for
I
knowing
had-
about every game.
I had a Terminator 2 arcade port for the Game Boy.
Oh, I remember.
and
Yeah, I
it
remember that.
sucked. It
I never
super
played it, though.
sucked.
I can tell you what the worst TV show licensed video game I've ever played was.
What's
And
that?
not only have I played it, but I've beat it many times
What
because
is
I was
it?
young and stupid. Do Yu Hakusho Spirit
Yo!
Detective on Game Boy Advance.
Oh,
that's
fuck
right.
yeah!
What a piece that game is. It's just
what?
bad.
I was gonna make a bit about a Sopranos game, but there is a Sopranos game called Road to Respect for PS2.
There is.
It's so funny, dude. I was gonna stream that.
Dude,
actually.
the
I didn't know how
combo names in that game, where it's like Ronnie Rigatoni for like square triangle.
yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
That game is so sick, dude. It's like
Lowest hanging fruit.
oh, it's so fucking tight, dude. And they got like a lot of the actors to reprise the role for it. And
Yeah,
but then there's
right.
some that they didn't, and like you can tell it's just like a stock Italian guy, you know. Ronnie Rigatoni, the name of the combo. voice thing.
I need you to head down to the deli and collect for me 3 sandwiches. You have only 5 minutes.
Like, what do they do for
I
sandwiches?
need 4 prosciutto sandwiches. Hurry up.
It's crazy, Taxi, but you're just getting the gabagoo, you know, like that's all you gotta do. Like
That actually, I mean, like, yeah. What else? What do you do with like the Sopranos property? So much.
Dude,
of it,
I'm
it's
telling
not
you,
like
it's fucking easy. It's fucking easy. I've been on this shit for like
He's
5-6 years,
He's
man.
been waiting
I've
for
I've
you
been
to ask.
I'm telling you, fucking right now, it would be awesome.
Yeah,
Think of
it sounds good.
TMNT Shredder's Revenge, okay? Or Streets of Rage 4, but it's The Sopranos.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what that would be so fucking tight.
Well,
dude.
that's like the NES licensed game philosophy in a way. It's just sort of like, regardless of like what actually happens in the show, just turn it into like Double Dragon, basically.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
It's awesome.
Total Recall on NES is not awesome.
No, that one's not awesome, but it has to actually be good. That's the thing. Like, that's the
Right.
important message of the day is that it has to be good.
A good beat 'em up is good, but a bad beat 'em up is the worst.
Oh, so
It's-
bad.
Or you know what? Maybe even better. But this is a little too meme territory because it seems too silly. But an ArcSys fighter,
Like with all of like the same sort of style of visuals.
yeah, the anime style, but Sopranos.
That rules, actually. That would be great. There's an extremely niche audience who would really appreciate something like that.
See my Furio, okay? My Furio loops, okay?
Is the king supposed to be on the throne to the right?
The hero of Aliahan. Your
No,
king said
he's
wherever
you'll
you
see.
were
There's
on
a
mission
plot
of
here.
great
Yeah, there's a
importance.
little funny business here.
It is an honor to at last.
I was
meet
amused
the
by it.
scion of Ortega in the flesh. Your reputation precedes you. Now, there is something I must ask.
Is this Antonio Banderas wannabe guy?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's-
Stolen from us.
Well, okay, all the areas in the game are based off of real world areas. The map in the game corresponds to the real world. So like the part in the US is like the town is like natives. The Japan has a Japan analog.
Go forth, and may luck travel with you.
There's shitty Italy,
Thanks,
you know.
man.
Chittily.
hmm
Not shittily.
Drew, I feel that. That's why I had to make a video on this. That's just gassing it up. Like I didn't really do anything with that video other than be like, this game is cool.
Game's really sick.
Did you recently make a video on this, Joey, or is this from a while ago?
I made it like it was right before the remake came out. Actually, I played
Oh,
every
so that's, like,
version of it.
recent.
Yeah, I mean, I played all of them before at some point, but I played through them for the video too. So I streamed the Super Famicom one, and then I went through NES and the Game Boy Color, and then the Switch version. A little bit of the mobile.
Did you put this
version.
on your Cerulean Skies account on YouTube, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to pull footage from a video my friend and I made from like 2005 for it. It was like shot on a digital camera, so you get to see ancient Joey.
Oh,
And I
shit.
pulled like a photo of me when I was 11 in it too.
Mhm.
Sweet. Yeah, that video did like pretty well for you relative to the. Like,
It did okay. I don't know what.
I did a guest spot.
Oh yeah, John's in it
John's
too.
there.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It was
I
the
totally.
third most viewed video on your channel.
That makes me cry. That John part, dude. Watch it for the John
It's
part.
so funny.
Okay.
I love the John part.
John, say your whole speech.
Oh, I don't want to
to
spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, don't. Yeah.
Before heading to the old tower. Now march, Cavalieri!
The old tower.
My only
Cavalieri.
my Super Famicom footage got all fucked up, so it looks like shit. But yeah,
Is that when you were asking me about like how to sharpen it up?
Yeah. Yep.
We recently received a letter.
I forgot about that actually. But yeah, you can see every version of the game in there, including the weird Wii port.
For some help tracking down. As a result,
Masked Queen in the Tower of Mirrors, the true classic Dragon Quest that we all love.
That's Dragon Quest 13 actually.
I played the shit out of that game also.
Are they talking about a 12? Is there?
They said it's
There's
still in
obviously gotta be
production.
one.
They clarified recently.
I saw fire, epic fire, dark, evil-looking shit in the trailer, so it's gonna be cool. Or not the trailer, but whatever. They had like a little teaser or something, and you could tell by the font that it was like, oh, this is like a badass Dragon
Shit,
Quest.
it's
Yeah,
badass.
this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the-
They're going the 16 route.
The slimes have tits now, so
You're gonna decapitate the Murkrows, whatever they're called.
yeah. You're gonna do the lone wolf and cub blood splatter with the ham sandwiches.
I've always wondered while playing Dragon Quest, why can't the characters smoke weed?
If only.
A
If
couple
only.
do, you know, like that's what Puff is.
Yangus definitely smokes weed.
Oh, Wangus.
Wangus.
Vegas thief.
Hell yeah.
He gets
dude.
smoking mad weed the whole time.
My theory is, I talked about this on stream, is it's going to be like a kind of sequel to 2. That's my theory. Because 2
Why
is
do you
like...
think that?
Yeah, because, I don't know, there's a lot of, like, weird symbology about it. What's the subtitle of it kind of makes me think that, and 11 is like a prequel to 3, and 3 is a prequel to 1. So 2 is like the last game in the Erdrick trilogy chronologically, and it kind of like, you know, Builders 2 added a little bit more about the villain in it as well. Oh, that's 2, Drewby. Yeah, the Roman numeral for 2 is in it. Fuck, what's the subtitle for it? God damn it! I DQ12 sub.
Revengeance.
What's the thing you always say from Clive from 16?
I'm not here for mid.
I'm not here for mid. That's the subtitle.
The Flames of Fate. Actually, I don't remember how I connected that. I forgot. I had more cogency to this before, but I swear to God, when it happens,
it's like our
it'll-
boy David Lynch always said, you know, you don't write down an idea, you want to kill yourself later.
it's
That's
like
you right now.
That's me. Yeah.
Man knew, man, I swear.
He was gonna be on the show. He told me.
David
It's a
Lynch is gonna be
shame,
on
yeah.
you guys' show.
He spoke to you?
He's in my Twitch
He does
chat
that.
sometimes.
Provided nothing goes wrong. I should be there next week, and then he died.
Yeah.
And he fucking died, dude.
I love the idea that it was like next week, like it coincided with him dying. Like, yeah,
After
nah,
this,
no
I'll
problem.
retire.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, Johnny Naz is level 11. Thank God, we love to see it.
Hit points 69.
I can't
Whoa,
kill David
wait.
Lynch. Yeah, that's true. Shot him dead.
I know, it was Joey the whole time.
He came into my house to fix my ceiling, and I
Ceiling.
shot him, bro.
He came into your house to help you with your cleaning up your Famicom.
My poo. My giant shit that came out of my butt?
I'm here for the poo.
I heard you had the. I heard you had the
David
bird flu
Lynch.
when I came to.
I
had a dream.
Now, Joey, you know,
I desperately have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna run ads real quick. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Sweet. Oh, a 3 minute.
Enjoy my new little video I made for you guys.
That means.
like not babysat, but like my mom would go to work and I got dropped off with these other kids,
We're back.
and they all knew that I had that. So they would hide around the corner of the house all day, every day, and anticipating it made me more afraid.
I did that shit, dude. I did that shit to people. I'm a sadist.
I've never understood the fun in that.
Oh, dude, it's so funny because it's harmless. You know, it's like no one's getting hurt from it. I guess I got hurt from it, but like, you know, I fucked around. I found out. What can I say?
Right.
I think it's funny. I don't know. Like, it's like I was never like an actual bully to people, but I would do that kind of stuff. Well, one of my friends
bully says that.
Everyone.
That is what bullies say.
These little vampire guys are presenting at me, and I don't like it.
Look at me, bro. Do you really think I was a bully? Come on. You know?
Vampire.
I don't know. You might be 7'6". I can't really
I'm
tell.
5'6", brother. I had no way.
You could maybe you
5'6".
wore platforms or something.
I was 7 feet, and then I slowly started to shrink.
It was all those
bird
Hogan
flu.
leg drops that you did, brother.
Mm-hmm. Once I measured my legs, it was over for me.
Let's get that experimental leg extension surgery I've been hearing so much about.
Dude, I used to think about that kind of shit when I was a kid. I was like, I know I'm gonna be, because the liberal media lied to me. They told me that you could have a growth spurt. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's not gonna happen, dude. Look how small I am.
It's not gonna happen for me.
This is not gonna happen for me. Don't fucking lie to me, none.
Oh man, you needed a Danny Tanner in your life to pull you up and tell you that you're perfect just the way you are, Joey.
I didn't really care that much, but it was like, just don't fucking lie to me, you fucking.
The growth spurt. Well, I mean, you know, some people, some kids like fire up at a certain point, but you know, once you're
possible, yeah.
Once you're like 16 or 17, it's probably not so good to be holding out hope. Exactly.
Well, dude, I hit puberty at like age 3, so like, you know, I had a, you know.
I can tell by your arm hair.
The stuff that they're putting in the frogs, Joey.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Puberty so quick.
The frogs were fucking one another. I was hairy early. You know, it's all the same.
From 11 to 13, I grew from like 4'2" to 6'1", and then I have not grown an inch since.
I've gone my whole adult life with 5'11" as my height, and I went to the doctor this last year, and he just like was doing a physical, so 6.
Oh,
hell
yeah!
Yeah.
Man, you love to see it.
Yeah, 6 feet. He marked it down on the thing. I'm like, it's doctor's orders, baby.
He went to 8 years of medical school. He might have talked
right.
Give you
for an inch since I was 27, I guess.
I think I actually might be like 5.58 or something. I don't think I'm quite 6.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man, and it's tough.
Frank, what are you? 6'1", 6'2"? Because you were taller than me.
Right on 6.
Right on 6?
Really?
Yep.
God, there was an agenda for a while that Frank was short. Remember that?
Remember? Yeah, that I was like 5'2". Like, that was my favorite. Because it was just so wildly inaccurate. I was like, let's go. Fuck yeah.
I'm going to be honest, Frank. The first time we saw each other, you were sitting. And I was like, oh, there's my sweet baby Frank. And then you stood up from your chair and you just kept standing. Just kept going. I was a little shocked.
Good.
Is John taller than Frank?
No. I'm just slightly shorter than Frank.
That's a smidge.
Wow, most kissable, tallest.
I know. I'm fucking racking out the accolades here.
You know what?
Just be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I said I was 6'1". That's 1 inch taller than Frank, but you know, whatever.
I mean, you know.
No one ever cares about Chet Manley.
I care, and I heard you loud and clear, and the history books will reflect this truth.
Thank you, Mozilla. Thank you.
Thank you. There you go.
Well, Chet, you seemed to imply that Frank was taller than you.
I thought he was taller than me.
Oh, okay.
So he thought.
So
you
I
were so taken aback by his tallness that he seemed to be a giant.
He was wearing platforms too.
6 also thought that Venecor was Asian.
He did think Venecor was Asian. I remember that.
And not secret Asian. Like
secret Asian man.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite. I love 6's.
The Venecor Asian
like
thing?
Like,
Me too. Yeah. Yes, same. Agreed. I'm a big fan.
I saw Venecor was streaming the other day.
He was. He's back. Yeah, he's back. He got his house moved into. He's ready to go.
I didn't get to catch it. Hopefully I'll get to catch his next one.
I could catch shitty centrist takes anywhere on Twitter, so I'm okay, you know.
You're
like,
not on Twitter. You're not on Twitter.
My
you went to Blue Sky. You coward.
I still have my Twitter.
Shut the fuck up, like, you're really aggressive about it. Like,
I'm still on Twitter.
You fuck off.
I do Twitter. Every time I go to Twitter, it's like I get pushed like a comment about like why people can't say the N-word, and I'm like, all right, I don't need to be on here anymore.
Well, answer them.
You get like a good like.
Well, I shouldn't. You're
bro,
right.
You get like a good Forrest comment. Come on, it's like, bro, just grind in the RPG game. Thanks, Forrest. Good comment.
10 out of 10. Well, Julia's dumb too. That's awesome. I don't know. I never really use it. But Modular won't go to Blue Sky because he's a little pussy. He said to me, he's like, if it was called Red Sky, I would hop right on.
I would go on.
Yeah.
Could be Republican, could be communist sympathies. We'll never know. Red Sky.
Red
Who put up the poll? Someone put up a kissable poll. You snuck in the kissable. That's how people accidentally win.
That's how they try to take.
Hell yeah, John.
They try to take it away. They try to take it away from me. It's okay. I
no,
understand.
because I want to win it.
I understand. I understand. I don't blame you for wanting to win it. It's very high accolades, Joey.
I'm gonna search for Modular on Blue Sky.
I think I parked the name, but I just don't really have interest in
another
spreading my attention between more social medias.
Yeah, I just like the user experience of Twitter really became so ass that I'm like, I just fucking can't anymore.
Mine's fine. I don't deal with any of that shit.
I even have fucking a bunch of shit installed too. I don't.
The For You tab on my Twitter is pretty benign for the most part.
Same.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not For You. I meant to say following.
I also
someone's stashing the votes here.
Do not want to deal with Mr. Musk's playground as well. You know, like I'm not like, I'm above that.
Soon, one way or another.
that is true. What do you?
It'll come to you.
He'll find you.
Musk cares about me, and you know what? My saying that I don't want to deal with Musk is important. That means all the world. That affects him directly. He knows that.
He knows that, Joey.
Oh,
he knows
I
you
really
exist.
wish Joey was on my platform more. Joey, I'll give you a blue check.
Our biggest fan, Bill Murray. Second biggest fan, Elon Musk. Third biggest fan, Anne Hathaway, which is kind of surprising.
I did make David Spade laugh by being mean to him inadvertently. So I think that David Spade is probably one of my biggest fans.
Yeah, he's all in.
Yeah.
We're gonna get us some of that Grown Ups 3 money. Looking forward to that.
$180 billion or however much it costs.
We'll make our
Adam Sandler laundered money.
Come on, Adam Sandler. Come on.
Wow, that's a lot of John votes. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm worried about your crown, Frank.
Wow. Damn.
I'm worried about your supple lip crown.
To be fair, nobody could take the title away from
the
him.
The graphics already made.
Yeah. Also, if you look at the language, it says tonight. The most kissable person.
Listen, John might be looking good tonight, but you want to see me get juiced up for the fucking show? I mean, I know who people are thinking about kissing.
Is all that matters? 5,000 points. Damn! Look who got no votes.
Damn!
Oh,
Frank, look at that.
I see. I understand. I see what's going on. It's fine. Listen, it's about time someone else gets a moment in the spotlight. All right, I'll give it away today. Yeah. I'm in the
Joey, did you give Cody
the Pope cage modular? I'm in the Pope cage.
I have the bird flu. I'm guessing Cody only has the regular flu because I remember he said his girlfriend had it. God, I've been thinking about what he said since last time the last episode when he was like, she said something about like, I'm never gonna get better again.
Joey's too cool for the regular flu.
I know. I had to have the hipster flu. It sucks.
Only 3 people in Chicago have it.
A 10, I think.
Under 10.
We're up to 10.
10, but only because Joey gave it to all of them.
I was thinking about when
Slime
you were talking
Chronicle.
last week, Joey, about how you ripped the ivy out of your arm and
I didn't rip it out.
Which is
let him say he ripped it out.
It's basically that's the opening 5 minutes for every Outbreak movie ever.
Oh yeah, that's
dude. Joey would make such a good Patient Zero in a zombie movie. Like, Joey would be like, where'd he go? Be like, oh, he's speed running Mega Man X games to prove he's not infected. He's like, oh, Did you know that you can unlock Zero in Mega Man X3? Whoa!
Sorry, you start with 0.
I mean, you know, I'm talking about the end game, baby.
Well, you can get him at the end.
What are you trying to knock at the ending? I mean, come on, this is Zombie Joey. You have higher aspirations.
That's true. I hate
We can
that,
all just be
Joey.
glad that Joey didn't catch it at the airport. Otherwise, it would be a terminal illness.
Oh, John!
That's why he's the most kissable tonight.
That's like the joke equivalent of what came out of my ass when I shit my pants. The door. That's a really good emote, actually. Of course, it's Six's. Yeah.
Thank you, Six. The door. Six got the door. We need
really
it.
good emote. Damn.
Thank you, Six.
I've ripped out my IV 3 times. Once was when I
I was
was.
gonna say, tell us all of them.
The first one was when I was coming out of off anesthesia, and I kept like exposing myself. Like I guess.
Tell us more.
I don't remember this. This is what my partner told me, and when I came out, I was like trying to get my IV out, and I just took my IV out. It was
That
like
was not the direction I thought that story was going to go.
But the second time was I was in triage at ER, and I was like, I don't feel like waiting, and I just took it out and I went home. I was like, okay, all right, we don't need to do that.
Later.
Thanks, Drewby. Drewby's got it figured out. He knows the
He knows
Joey.
the lore.
The
I gotta
Joey
bring
lore.
it up every 15 minutes in case somebody hasn't heard about
If
it.
someone hasn't known that you shit
I'm just
yourself,
like-
I mean,
But like, I'm serious. Like, it made me feel
serious.
so shitty that like I was like, I can't.
Well,
just
you
hide
had
it.
shit in your drawers, Joey. Of course, it made you feel shitty.
Go in my drawers, Frank.
No, I get it. I get it. What you're doing is you're taking like emotional ownership over that situation by like
Thank you.
basically removing its power from you. I
Exactly,
respect that.
but also giving it unintentionally giving it power by feeling awful every time I think about it. So
You're giving it gasoline, but as long as you have like
Gasolina.
body armor, then you're golden.
thanks, man. Thanks, Ken. You know I appreciate it.
I recognize a fellow. I need to like get ahead of this man when I see one.
Take
I don't have a
ownership
pants
of it,
shitting
Joey.
equivalent situation, but you know, if I did, I would bring it up here.
I fell out and died. Oh, well, one fluid moment. I see what you did there. But Drewby, what like? Why would you mention that in your videos, though? You don't really talk about
why would
yourself
you-
at all in your videos.
Why would you bring up chocolate croissants in the video? I don't understand.
Yeah,
Chocolate croissant.
my entire personality on any kind of stream is saying too much for no reason. Sorry, I mean, being a really quiet. What's my blurb on there, Frank? Really quiet.
Yeah, really
Hello?
quiet.
Yeah, I completely skimmed over the fact that Six has a flip phone.
I can't
Well, he
believe Six
doesn't.
has a phone.
The iPhone 1.3 was actually not a flip phone, despite
I
how we
mentioned
may
Six
have
like
modded
2
it.
weeks ago. I'm still waiting. You know, it is what it is. He's got the flip phone.
Do you
The
have
only
like
response
the?
to paying customers.
He's out of text for this month.
He's got the old school text where you have to press the button 3 times to get through to the letter that you want.
T9, baby.
T9?
I got good at T9, actually.
Oh hell yeah, T9 was elite back in the day.
I think I texted better with that, or more clearly. I everything I type on my phone is
An
fucking
analog
800
beeper.
typos.
Fuck yeah, Six.
Beeper. Nice.
It tracks though. I could see Six using a beeper.
Do you realize like how much harder Six makes his life by being like
Six,
so
yeah.
They're
incompetent?
like using his offline
technologically?
laptop.
Yeah, offline laptop is crazy, dude. The sheer irony of Drewby making fun of me for bringing up my poo thing when literally every word out of his mouth is Spanish. As you can see my Final Fantasy. By the way, I have a Final Fantasy video that I'm working on.
My
Final
draft.
Fantasy video script.
May have heard about this over the weekend.
Wait, why would we? My poo story?
My poo story?
My poo?
Mapu?
Mapu story?
Oh.
That's my poo. I did have some Mapu tofu actually, kind of recently. So
Tofu.
Oh, I got another monster.
Same, Drew, but that's why literally my entire stream is just chat making fun of me. That's literally my entire stream.
Only like 117 more to go, Frank.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is anybody else
Easy
lagging, or
peasy.
is it just me?
No,
I'm
lagging as
lagging.
well.
No, I am too.
Okay.
Yo, Karrison, with the Riker emote, you love to see it.
Yo.
Where's that good boy?
Oh.
Oh, you lost signal there, fella. Okay, yeah, whoa.
Oh, hey, whoa,
From the
guys.
beginning, it's not losing 80 hours worth of Dragon Quest XI, but
You've
But
definitely been in that chat for longer than 2 hours.
for a minute, Joey has the most ruthless chat. Yeah, that's accurate.
I kind of deserve it, but not completely.
You
okay?
asked for it, Joey. You asked for it.
Sometimes
You
for some
asked
people,
for
it's
it,
just me.
motherfucker.
You swing in and
Sometimes.
drop a few puns on occasion.
Yeah, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do when you're not there, John. I have to fill the void.
You're very generous with your hot takes, which I think opens you up to like infinite scrutiny in a way that most other people don't have to deal with.
Yeah, because everyone else is a pussy and they shove that shit down. they want to say Majora's Mask
True.
is mid, but they're too afraid.
Joey,
That's
we
the
can't
reason
help
why
that
I
you're
don't.
wrong. It's fine.
not if a
I mean,
Majora's
you know.
Mask.
You'll
I'm
be
waiting for
alright.
Majora. Hell yeah.
Jet.
We gotta go fucking Majora's Mask.
Joey sounds like I'm no fucking
Yeah, like, you know, like, the things I like about Majora's Mask, I think the atmosphere fucks. I like how it's different. I like how it's different.
I like how it's
I
different. It's so cool.
I actually think like the structure of the game is cool, the time thing is cool, but like the fucking worst dungeon design, everything is a pain in that game. Everything's a
big and
fucking
silly.
pain. It's like oh, you gotta go to like this place like that's right in front of you. Oh, then you gotta turn into the fucking Deku fucker, and then turn
Okay,
to a
Chris
Zora and play 17 chords on your shitty Zora guitar.
and ghosts
And
are
you gotta-
real.
And then you gotta chase the fucking postman.
It's got
Like, for
awesome.
40
That all
minutes.
sounds awesome. Playing cool guitar chords and chasing a postman and turning into a plant.
Yeah,
Everything
that's
you just
sick.
described is the best.
Sounds sick,
And then
Joey.
you gotta do it again. And then you gotta
Weird
do it
how
again
you suck.
17 times. And then like the fucking every temple is ass. I just it's not fun at all. And it does have 4 water temples. You're right.
Piss.
I disagree. I don't think the temples are that bad.
They're
I think some
really
are
not.
They're great.
They're ass. They're not fun. The game is not fun.
Such a fun game. Fuck off.
What's fun about it?
So what? What's not fun about
You
it?
really can't answer the question because the game is not fun.
It is. I had so much fun all the way through it.
Handicaps your fun with it constantly. It's like, oh, that's kind of
Mark it
cool.
down.
You could turn into the DQ.
I mean, I'll give you that. All right,
We
I'll
don't
give
like
you
to
that.
use the word fun in this stream, actually. We don't find it a very
It's like, oh,
constructive
cool. It's
way.
kind of fun to spin around as the DQ scrub for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's like, now we gotta do this for 40 fucking minutes. And then you run
February 11th.
around.
The day
And
that
it's-
You're
Super
spinning
RPG
for
friends
40 minutes?
broke
That's a
up.
skill issue, bro. That's a skill issue.
Joey's skill issue. We call him. It's what we say.
So much. The fucking the 2 sandworm. What's the sandworm called again?
All right, well they can't all be winners, okay?
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna win more.
Temple, it's awful, dude. I think as a kid I called it Great Gay Temple, and I thought I was funny.
Oh,
Right?
that is funnier than anything you've ever said before.
That might be peak Joey comedy. I don't know.
Okay, but just the whole temple leading up to it, though. Stone Tower Temple is a work of genius. Just
Why?
the concept of it alone.
Oh, it's so good.
Just the entire idea of being able to flip something upside down like that and having it not suck in terms of level design.
It sucks.
And then walking outside and looking down, and there's like nothing but boundless sky below you. Like that's a moment, man. That's a moment.
Can we just
Joey
I'll give you the moment. I'll give you the vibe. Majora has the vibe. But like it's like so much of it just feels like fucking RPG Maker Ocarina of Time. You know, like it's like the asset reuse,
the asset reuse is like inherent to the vibe, though. You can't say the game has a cool vibe and then take away the one thing that makes it extremely
No. You can't do it, Joey.
Well, hold on, because if that shit was if that was in like Wind Waker's engine or the style or the Twilight Princess's style,
yeah, sure,
or
I bet,
whatever,
bud. Good, yeah,
If it was, the vibe would still be there.
No, yeah,
so
the vibe would still be there.
Majora's Mask vibe would still care. Okay, explain the 3DS version then, smart guy.
I haven't played the 3DS version because I don't want to have the
vibe isn't there.
I've played the Master Quest version thing on the GameCube, and I played the N64 one.
Joey, what's it like sucking?
Majora's Mask sucked.
No,
it doesn't.
You're insane.
The only good 3D Zelda, well, other than Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they don't really count to me.
Joey, about to hit me with the Minish Cap is good bullshit.
The Minish Cap is good.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. 2D Zelda clears 3D Zelda. That's easy peasy.
Well, no.
I think so.
No. The answer reasons what makes you feel off kilter. That's not what makes you feel off kilter, motherfucker! The fact that it tries to be like Twin Peaks and atmosphere. Well, yeah, these shitty reused textures, that's what makes me feel off kilter. Absolutely. The fact that I just did this same little fucking puzzle 47 times is really what makes it feel off. That's intentional design. It's intentionally shitty. It's intentionally full of recycled stuff that they couldn't put into Ocarina of Time because they wanted to make it feel off.
Joey, you're creating a straw man based on that comment and getting angry at it.
Joey.
Look, that's a logical fallacy. Let me just point out the 3 logical fallacies in what you just said, Modular. So perfect of all,
Chet, perfect fucking emoji, Chet.
I just need to be clear that I'm purposely exaggerating this.
There's a grain of truth in the bit, though. There's a grain of truth in the bit.
Yeah, I don't really like Majora's Mask, but like, it's fine. I just don't really like it that much. It's my least favorite 3D Zelda. Yeah, I like Skyward Sword. Yeah, I like Skyward Sword.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a statement.
Why? But
there's no accounting for taste, though. At the end of the day,
in the end of the day, Joey's still gonna be Joey.
Hold on. When you walk out of the temple
for the 8th time.
Yeah, but you're expecting it. That's what makes it suck.
Oh, you're expecting it because you want
there's sky in the name. There's sky underneath you, and I'm in the sky right now. Oh, that's something I totally wasn't expecting.
Well, it's your fault. You didn't go into the experience blind. You wanted to know the subtitle of the game, and so you spoiled it for yourself.
I should have shielded my eyes.
Yeah, what are you doing? Come on, guys.
What are you doing? You can't hold here. Dude, you can't hold here.
I never know what the subtitle of any Zelda game is going to be, so I can have a pure Zelda. If you played any Zelda game knowing what the subtitle is, you haven't actually played the game.
Yeah, you didn't play the game.
You watched a trailer You didn't experience the game blind. You can have an opinion about it, but I guess it's not the same. It's not a valid one, you know.
You've experienced a facsimile of the game, but not the game in its.
I think the major dungeons in Breath of the Wild sucks.
Oh, like
John,
the four machine,
Chet just saying it.
Things.
They're fine. You know,
I just wanted to be part of the rage.
That's
all
what
it was.
every Majora's Mask dungeon feels like, though.
Joey is James
them...
Rolfe, and I'm Chris Borey or whatever his name was.
That's the third name he's had today.
We both mispronounced his name. I didn't even know who the fucking guy was until you guys brought him up. I don't know. No one can experience a game as blindly as you can. That's very true. There's people who are blinder than me, though. You know.
I don't know. Zelda Essence of Braille, Joey's favorite one.
That's what it feels like to play Majora's Mask. It's like reading Braille, but you don't know how. It's like you're just touching dots. You don't know what to do.
I'm just molesting the text.
Molesting the text, Joey.
I love the fan theories of Majora's Mask. The stages of grief, or the fact that he's dying, or he dies at the beginning. I like that.
It's fucking Reddit jerk off shit. No. Did you know that Squall actually died?
I'm 12.
This one. This music is too cheery for what we just experienced.
Joey's livid right now.
I'm trying to think of other I don't really have like super hot takes. Honestly, like I think my most of my takes are like, oh, I don't like this.
I would say that every 3D Zelda sucks except for Skyward Sword is a pretty hot take.
Okay, that was for the bit. I don't think.
No, really. No. How do you feel then,
can't
Joey?
Take it back now.
How do you feel then, Joey?
I already posted it on Blue Sky, so it's.
Okay. This is the true take. I think most of the 3D Zeldas are like I just don't like playing them. They're not very fun to me. They like.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to argue with that? Yes, you do like them.
Yeah, I don't really like. I mean, like. Twilight Princess is my favorite, though. I don't really have a reason, to be honest.
I have a reason why Twilight Princess is my favorite.
What?
Because it was when my firstborn was born, and I would, because he could play it with the Wiimote, so I had him in my arm while I was playing Twilight Princess.
Aww.
So that one's got a little bit of sentimental value to me.
It's a valid reason.
You holding your baby and you fucking cranking one to midnight.
No.
Well, I guess pre-Midna, she's a little thick, you know. Post-Midna doesn't do it for me. That's just
our secret pervert fucking chef.
Hell yeah.
I read the title card.
I'm not here for Midna.
Okay, what I like about Twilight Princess is that it like tries to almost be a character action game at times, and it's like. damn,
It
that's
it is cheap now.
There
that's
we
like
go.
Oh,
I
live
don't even
again?
think
We're live again. Yes, we are. I made it happen.
Oh,
The game is not working, but what can we do? We
Frankie
can still
Two
at
Fingers
least,
over here making it
close up.
happen.
I'm trying my damn best, you know?
what happened, Frank? Did your
No,
PC
my
freeze?
whole PC died. It just turned off. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Gotta do what we gotta do.
Thanks everyone for being patient. We were just talking about 3D Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I converted
spicy
Joey. He
takes
likes
calm
it
down.
again.
Yeah, I've now Majora's Mask is probably unequivocally my favorite.
Bajular's
Yeah.
Mask is his favorite game. He said
He
it
said
off
it.
stream. He's there.
Modular's Mask.
Bum, ba, bum,
No, my actual thesis is that you'd be hard pressed to say that any of the 3D games are bad or like I would not like I would call them good games. I just don't like them that much anymore.
Fuck you.
I mean,
No, I'm
fuck
kidding.
you.
pretty reasonable thing to say.
Reasonable response.
Go read that smelly dick. You know, man? Like, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta Wesley Willis it a little bit. I got fucking terrified of the Redeads as a kid, though. That's oh my god, man.
I literally had dreams about Redeads and the Dead Hand for years when I was a child, because of how scared I was of them. And when I found out that when you kill a Redead, all of the other Redeads in the area will walk over to it and start mourning it, that made them even scarier to me. If you kill a Redead and it drops down and there's other Redeads nearby, they'll all just walk over to it and just like stare at its body, which is like just like the most eeriest touch.
That's peak. That's peak to game design, man. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
You think I sat around 7 centuries munching on pizza? Sorry, I had to do it for 6.
Wait, Modular, say that word
What?
in the chat.
No.
Say it.
No, I don't want to.
A pizza?
Say it.
I plead the fifth. I'm not doing your pronunciation games anymore.
We're not doing
Can you
this
type
shit.
out how he said it? Because I'm really curious. I want to know.
You know how I said it. Look at how it's written. That's how I read things. How they're
Susanoo?
written.
Did he say it's Susanoo? Crayons.
I didn't read the Book of Five Rings in order to learn how to pronounce this fucking mythological name. That was my big mistake. All right.
How dare you?
Japanese title with the O, I think, because the O means king or something. I forgot. I don't know. I'm not a fucking weeb. You know
Crayons.
Wow. I always said crayons.
That's the thing. I'll have to make notes for how to pronounce Dynasty Warriors characters' names or like Romance of the Three Kingdoms names, because like some of them are like, I don't speak any kind of Chinese, so it's like, I don't know. No.
Not even a little? Come on.
I can pronounce Lubu.
But it's
Lubu.
But it's like actually kind of like it's like a E at the end, sort of. So it's like Louis Boo, technically.
Louis Boo.
And the localization team tries to say, they just say Louis, like all like hard E like that. It's not quite right.
Sopranos style.
Yeah. But,
hey, it's Louis.
It's Louis.
But it beats
Louis.
it beats pronouncing Cao Cao as cow, though, for sure. It definitely beats that. So we've moved a couple steps forward.
At least we've done that. Thank God. Well, folks, I think we have reached a good spot to wrap it up. My game has not loaded still to this point, but it will load before this. We move forward. We made it to a whole new continent over here. So there is a lot of things ahead of us that we are looking forward to. Joey, you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing and where we could find you, my good friend?
I normally stream full time, but the last couple weeks have been a little rough, and I'm just getting back from bird flu, working on a big old project, trying to find some kind of job to make a little bit of money in the interim, so I don't know when I'll be back streaming full time again. But you can follow me here. And I am working, like I said, a big project. I don't know when that's going to be finished. It's pretty exhaustive, so we're gonna see what happens. Hopefully in the next month. I don't. But yeah, follow me.
Of the James Bond movies, rank worst to best.
Yeah,
that's the plan.
Well, it's actually not that, but it's like James Bond movies did like under different criteria. You know, like James Bond movies when you're high, James Bond movies, you know, with shit in your pants, et cetera, et cetera.
The world needs to know.
Sal Soprano.
That's so good, Lazarus.
That's
Holy
so
shit.
good, dude. I love that. I love that.
Chet, baby, what are you up to, and where can we find you?
So I finished the final draft of my novel, and it's ready for the editor. I'm just waiting for the contract for them to come in, which that's a good time. It's a big accomplishment for me. So I did start Final Fantasy 13 just to kind of get the jitters out. On Sunday, I did a stream of Final Fantasy 13 where I'm trying to write down all the notes. Like I'm trying to really lock into the story. So I was writing down some notes about it, and I've got some cool stuff going on. Like I have a snow bravado counter. I also have a snow yells Sarah counter going on. So far, those have a lot of checks on them. Sarah! But it's been a good time. I think I'll stream some more 13 tomorrow over on my channel.
Yeah.
Chet Manley 405 at 3:00 Central Standard Time. I'll probably be doing some more streaming of 13. And actually, we did some breakdown of some of the characters, and when it comes to classic storytelling, how you introduce a character plays a lot of the into the foundation of building who the character was, and Hope takes a lot of shit in this game. But we have to remember that when Hope is introduced, spoiler alert for the first 10 minutes of Final Fantasy 13, mom dies. Like you if you really think about it, like a 14-year-old kid watching his mom die and then having to from that point progress forward, Hope. Everything kind of like crashes down for him. And like so when you're playing it from that kind of perspective of breaking down the story as you go through it, it's been, at least for that one stream, it was a lot of fun. I just got to the point where the Crystarium is unlocked. So
dude,
we'll see how it
theme of
goes.
FF13 is everybody has to deal with their trauma, but nobody communicates it at all. So it's just a fucking mess. The whole party is just like just completely stupid, and that's what I love about it. Like it's actually kind of sick.
Like there was a point where Vanille, as the narrator, is like she's walking up to Hope and she's narrating what's going on, and she was talking about how scared she is. Like how terrified of what she has going on, and she doesn't want to say anything, so she's overcompensating by like pushing Hope forward.
Yeah,
is compensating for her own fear.
Yeah, literally everyone does that. The whole game, like I said, the game is just about people not communicating their needs. That's every interpersonal conflict in that video game is literally that. Like that's why Lightning is like stern and caustic with everybody because she doesn't communicate her shit. Snow is just a fucking imbecile. And then Vanille is like Vanille's the worst. Vanille's the worst character in that game by far. I thought Hope was bad when I first played it, but no, Vanille is the one that I'm like, I'm so annoyed by.
Nightmare, yes. And my god.
Her sounds in combat, oh, that's what kills me. And she's fucking great in the game too.
It's fun watching because it's like the first kind of like really high def Final Fantasy. So there's one point where you finally meet up with Sarah. And it's doing the heroes gather together type thing because you keep switching you keep switching perspectives as they're coming together until the party is finally all joined together. That happens over Sarah, and like so at one point in time I was like, oh, they're doing the pronoun game where they're not saying how they're related. So Hope says that, oh, I just proposed to my wife and then she became a Lassie, and then Lightning says, well, yeah, my sister just became a Lassie. And I'm like, oh, does
Yeah,
Because
there's a lot of
Lightning
marriage
and
stuff
Snow
in
know
there.
each other. And then, like, when they first get together, oh man, Lightning gives Snow such like a death glare of like, you fucking piece of shit. it's so
Dude,
good.
she hits his ass too. It's awesome.
Yeah, she punches him at one point.
Several
It's pretty
times
sweet.
in the game. It's fucking dope.
Mhm.
And there's one time she almost decks Hope, like
Well, she-
at the beginning, because he says if it wasn't for, because he says to Snow, if it wasn't for you and your fiance,
Bro,
and then they both like look at Hope like they're about to throw hands with that little
when you
kid.
get to the knife scene, I gotta watch it because it's like that's the funniest fucking thing in all of Final. That is like the funniest.
Here's the fun thing
plot
about it
development.
is like I'm such a blank slate when it comes to it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'll know what I mean. There's a scene with lightning and a knife that's like just so stupid, dude.
Okay,
It's
All right.
awesome. I love
I'm looking forward
FF13.
to
That
it.
game is peak.
I am definitely looking forward to it. I'm having a good time. If you are interested in 13 and doing story breakdowns and character arc breakdowns as we play through it, you can check me out on my channel. I'll be doing some more 13 streaming.
Hell yeah. Modular, you want to tell us a little bit about where we could find you and what you are doing on the interwebs? Are you going to release a video within 48 hours of tonight, as is tradition?
Actually, that's a really weird
No!
thing to say.
Of course, no! I don't mean it as in tradition, but this does happen. Like, this is legitimately a thing that happens. Is you come on the show, and then within like 48, 72 hours, we have an episode. I don't know.
Yeah, I actually was just putting the finishing touches on video today. So probably within 48 hours, I'll have a new video, which can be found at my YouTube channel, which is under the same name that I'm under here. So if you like videos about games, then you should check it out, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Can you give us a hint about what it is?
No.
Okay, David Lynch. All right.
Dungeon crawler, Japanese dungeon crawler.
Ooh,
Possibly
okay.
multiple of them.
Oh, that's what we like to hear.
Hell yeah. I can't believe that you would do a whole video about eroge, but you know, like we're here for it.
We are
I'm
here
trying to
for it.
find a new audience. Trying to branch out a little bit. The existing group is kind of dragging me down, so we're looking for a sexier kind of audience these days in my channel.
You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, folks, we're gonna be closing this down for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us, even with all of the issues. Y'all are the fucking best. We're gonna be closing this show with a Earthbound reference, like we've been doing it since day one. And let's knock that bad boy out. 3, 2, 1. Fuzzy Pickles, you guys, thank you all so much. Y'all have a fantastic evening. Y'all are the fucking best. Thank you very much. They got 10 seconds of listening to us talk over the ending thing. And then,
2 seconds.